Family Friends, episode 4.
Hi guys, welcome back to Family and Friends. I am one of the two hosts. I'm Tina Valamis. I co-host this with my best friend and fellow New York City comedian Rooster Monahan. And God, we have the best time co-hosting this together. We haven't done it yet. Because it's kind of like I was going through something, then he was sick, and then I was going through, I had a little conflict, and then I was like so locked in and ready to do it today and like get this done. And then Rooster texted me, he has a huge audition. And I texted back, well, do you know, is it a sure thing? Like, are you going to get it? And he said, that's kind of rude to ask. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm going to go, Tina. I'm going to try my best. And I go, try better than your best because you got to book this because otherwise what was it all for? And he said, I need to get in a good headspace for the audition. I can't keep talking to you about this. And I said, you got to talk to me. I'm your best friend. And he said, we need to talk about boundaries. Anyway, he said that he has a friend to do the show today. I said this has to be the last time we have a friend. Come on, because I think people are getting annoyed. I think people think it's a shtick and it's not. It's just something really real we're going through. But the good news is that he did bring a friend, which is awesome. And then we're here today. Guys, welcome. This is John Candy.
Hey, John.
You're John.
Sorry.
John.
How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to have you.
Hey.
We're so excited you
Hey,
came
Tina.
in and
so
filled
happy
in.
to be here.
Yeah, Rooster said that you would be up for it, which I thought
Totally.
was great.
Whatever Rooster needs. He's a good pal of mine. I hope he gets that gig.
Yeah, I hope
And I
so
hope
too.
you guys figure out this scheduling thing. It sounds crazy.
I know. It's just so crazy because it's like since we met each other, since I was born,
Right.
We're always on the same page. We always show up to stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
We always do that. And now it's like all of a sudden we try to start a business together and it's like we're ships in the night. It really sucks.
Right. Sometimes it is that way. You know, that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to maneuver.
It really is. It's tricky. And how did you? I'm so sorry. How do you know Rooster?
I know Rooster from we did a play together back in high school. I thought I'd get into acting because my name is John Candy, and there's a famous actor named John Candy. I thought I'd get into it. I thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
To sort of be John Candy 2.
Yeah.
Like a sequel.
Like
to
a
the man.
sequel.
And it didn't really work out. Now I'm not in acting anymore. So
you know what? If you did stick in acting, what I would tell you is actually you can't be another John Candy.
Is that right?
You can't have the same name as someone else in SAG.
Hey, I would have shot myself in the foot then if I
know. So it's
kept
kind of
after that play.
It's kind of a good. It comes up more than you would think.
Really? I think recently it came up for Rooster. That's interesting.
No, I think that's something else.
Oh, something else. I don't know.
Rooster's always been Rooster.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm so happy to get to know you. What show did you do together in high school?
Oh man, we did the Changing of the Guard.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like a metaphor. It's not actually about guards. It's more like it's about like a family. That sort
Isn't
of
everything
sort of goes over. I think it like changes matriarchs. I think that's the main focus of the play. I can't really remember. It was in high school, and it was probably too heavy to be doing as a high schooler in a play or something.
Yeah, they always give high schoolers like really, really heavy shows.
I've
noticed.
And I'm curious why. I'd have to ask, but I don't know. Again,
I don't know.
Not in acting. I have no idea what that world is.
Yeah. So what do you do
right now?
Yeah. What are you up to these days?
Right now, I am a fashion designer.
Wow.
At the moment.
That is so at the moment, to me, that seems like sort of the type of career where like you're going for it, you're doing it. It's not like a transitional job.
For me, it's transitional.
What are you hoping to move out of it to?
I'm hoping to get into like exploration.
Of what?
Sort of just the wide world.
Okay, so cool. So why are you a fashion designer now, and how do you hope to get into exploration?
It's just what I'm good at.
It's
I know I'm good at it.
You're good at?
Yeah.
How were you just gifted that skill set? It seems like something you have to kind of work hard at.
So basically in high school when we did that play, The Changing of the Guard, you know, when it came time to get costumes involved and everything, I was just like, that doesn't look period. And they go, how do you know?
How did you know?
I don't know. I just had a sixth sense about it. And so I would just go, that doesn't look period at all. This is more sort of, I think the play took place in the 60s. I was like, that's more 45, like, World
You
War
knew
II
to
level.
45?
Yeah, I knew to 45, which I'm a kid. How do I know that?
How did you know that?
I don't know. It must have just seeped in from watching movies or
Or
seeing
maybe
shows.
you're an old
or-
soul. Who knows? Maybe you lived here
I
before.
think that's probably true. Yeah, the old soul thing. I've heard that before. Yeah, and so probably maybe it is that. I don't know how that would totally explain it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an all-encompassing
Right. I think people
answer.
use old soul as like they go, I'm an old soul, and they don't know what it means.
Kind of anyone who says it isn't. Is what I've noticed.
Yeah, it's like a catch-all for strange behavior, and you just go, it is strange. You're just strange. You're just a strange person.
Well, because a lot of times people say old soul to explain that they're sort of like grumpy or like whatever about something. When I'm like a true old soul, like if someone lived a bunch of times, I don't think they would get bothered by stuff or complain.
That's interesting. To me, I feel like people say it when they go, when either they don't want to hang out or they're like
people tell you they're an old soul when they don't want to hang out.
Yeah, like, oh, I just want to stay in. I'm an old soul.
Yeah,
and you go, that doesn't make sense. Or they go, I really like jazz. I'm sort of an old soul. It's like, it's okay to like jazz. People like jazz,
People like jazz.
Yeah.
Those are two kind of crazy ways to say it.
I know. It's like,
to me, I'm like,
catch-all.
An old soul is when you like meet an 8-year-old and they talk like they do like the sitcom trope thing of like the kid is the smartest in the family.
Right.
Like when it's that, I'm like, that kid is an old soul. So I would honestly describe you as a 14-year-old in high school saying,
probably
that looks 45. And that's not period.
You're probably right.
I would probably say you're an old soul.
Okay, so that's why I'm a fashion designer, is because I just found I'm an old soul, and I've just somewhere I found that, and I just said, it's not exactly a period, and I helped with the costuming of the whole show, and later on, I would just tell people in the lunchroom, I would say, that's not your color, and some people would get upset, and I would say, I'm not, and I wouldn't do it in public. I would never.
You would take them aside.
I would take people aside, and I'd just say, just so you know,
color.
I don't know if you saw the play, but I costumed it, and that's not your color.
And that's not your color. And did they find you were right?
I think most of the time I am right.
Just about clothes or everything?
Everything.
Everything.
Most of the time I'm correct about most things.
What else?
Oh, man, the election.
Yeah, you knew how that was going to go.
Yeah, because of costuming. Because the suits, I thought, that's not his color. And he lost.
And you knew.
And I knew.
And you knew right away. Wow.
Tina, this isn't your color.
I was just going to ask. Is it because I don't feel that it is?
No, it's just the necklace. That's your color. If I was designing this fashion, I would say that necklace, spot on, change the sweater.
I know, because that's why I try to always have this necklace on, because I know it's my color.
There you go.
And at least I can always have that.
Yeah.
But with shirts, sometimes I've been trying to like get more into like what is and isn't my color.
That is a struggle with shirts. Because you think that is where everyone's eye is going to get directed to, is your shirt.
Is the shirt.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times people are like, I know that red is a good color on me. But they're not thinking of the hue.
They're not thinking of the hue of red.
Because it's not like then they'll wear a burgundy shirt and be like, this is a good color on me. And it's like, no, bright red is good on you.
Just so you know, I have outlawed burgundy at my company.
That's it.
To wear to work and to output into the world.
Repeat that.
So I own my own company.
Yes.
I'm a fashion designer. It's
sorry,
transitional.
Really quick, just plug it. What's the name of your company?
It's called LaCroix. And
you're gonna stop doing it whenever you get into your exploring. Which I'm so sorry. We are gonna get into your exploration.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's what I really want to talk about.
I really do want to talk about that with you.
But yeah, I think. What was I saying about a lot of burgundy at my company? Just because it's like you said, a lot of people think it's the color, but it's their hue, and so people wear it to work. And I pull them aside, and I say, "That's not your color. It's outlawed here at this company. It's totally fine. This is only strike one." And
how many strikes do they get?
5, around 5.
Okay.
I'm really lenient.
Yeah, you
as
sound
a boss.
like a very fair boss.
Yeah, it's transitional for me. It's not what I want to do.
Yeah, so
I don't care. But I am
make
CEO
a big deal.
and I run everything.
Yeah,
but
just for now.
Just for now, it's like one of those jobs you just have for a while.
Normally, people don't pick CEO as that job they just have for a while. Maybe you should like be a barista. You have no sense of urgency.
Well, it's transition. All of this is just, it's all I'm just saving up for.
Saving up a CEO salary until what? You want to explore?
I'm the next Magellan.
Okay. So what are you hoping to find when you explore?
Another land.
I think we found all those.
Do you think so?
I think they're all found.
I don't know. I think it's worth another trip around this big flat Earth we call home.
So how are you gonna check?
Huh?
How are you gonna check for new land?
I'm gonna get on a big ship and I'm gonna just sail off with a crew and see how it goes. I mean, most of the time, honestly, my fashion company, which I own and run, it's not a big deal. It's just what I do right now.
Yeah,
but it's
just what you do right now.
It's also sort of a front for getting people in who could work on the ship.
You're sort of vetting your crew.
I'm vetting my crew. That's exactly right.
So, any standouts yet?
Emily is great. I think Emily's a really good navigator. She just seems like she has a good sense of direction. She, like we work in a big Manhattan high rise, and I go, Emily, could you go to floor 4? She's there. She knows how to get there.
I wonder how she would do like in an ocean though, because that is a little different.
I think about that a lot.
Have you ever thought about testing her?
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to, how do you do that? What would you think it would be a good test for a fashion designer?
Maybe you could go on like a company cruise and just see how she does there.
There
but
you go.
you would have to get them all on a cruise.
Yeah.
Which means you'd probably have to pay.
Right.
And I know you're saving for your exploration.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Is good. But I want to ask, like, when will it be enough? Because if you're making a CEO salary, and I hate to assume, you must have a lot of money saved up by now.
I do. I really do.
How much money do you need for your exploration?
I'm thinking somewhere close to $1 billion to really get to get it period correct, because I do want to get back to that time of
you want it to be period
Columbus,
correct.
Magellan, all these great guys who were explorers and who went around and just said, hey, what's up? I'm here now. That kind of thing.
That kind of thing. I have to say, I didn't realize you needed that much money. If you do want to get it period correct,
I do. I really do. It's important.
Then you do have to save, I guess, $1 billion.
Yeah, I'm close.
I guess. And then will you ask people? How will you ask people to be on your crew when it's time?
I'll basically say, hey, I've been working on a project for a really long time, and I want you to be a part of it. And it's not a big deal. Meet me at the docks at 6 a.m. on Saturday. And it'll sort of go like that, and then, surprise, you're on a ship.
You have to let them know that they're going on a ship for a long time.
Well, that's what I mean. I'll let them know we're going to the docks. I think it's implied.
If someone told me to meet them at the docks and then I was away on a ship for weeks,
so?
I'd be like, this is different than what I signed up for.
Wow, that's really interesting. I think it's totally implied.
I don't think it's implied.
I'm not going to change it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good advice.
I think you're going to have people upset with you. What are you going to do if someone says to you, hey, John Candy, you asked me to go to the docks, and now I've been on this ship for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I have a family.
Uh-huh.
I need medicine.
Uh-huh.
What do you say?
I'll say, I'm CEO, bitch.
Okay, that's not going to make them feel better, I don't think.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from that movie. I just remembered.
What movie?
That movie with the Social Network. He goes, what should I say? He goes, I'm CEO, bitch. I watched that movie a lot.
I bet you do. Is that why you're wearing a hoodie?
Oh, this is just, I've designed this.
Okay. I can tell it's your color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
do you want to see the hood up? Yep. This is actually next level. And again, I don't even give a shit about fashion.
I know.
But this is actually next level fashion designing.
I'm starting to feel like you care about fashion.
No, I don't even give a shit. It's like that's not your color. I don't care. I only mentioned it twice. But here's the hood.
You mentioned it more than yeah, it's a totally different look.
Yeah.
It's a totally different look.
I think you can see what I'm trying to go for with it.
When you put the hood up, I'm like, he's going on an exploration.
That's exactly right.
So when you go on your exploration, you're going to be hood up?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Pretty much the whole time. I think that's a warm and inviting look.
Before I was scared. Yeah. Now I'm like, yeah, no. People aren't going to question it.
Exactly. I step off the boat in this unexplored land, and all the people there go, that's great. It looks like a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Okay. That's interesting.
I think you have to be ready for pushback.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anyone in your life? Do you have anyone you're really, really close to?
Well, I have my brother and my sister, and they're going to both work on the boat. Again, they don't know that yet.
They don't know that yet?
It's implied when I talk to them about, what I'm doing with fashion. But
how would they know based on what you're doing in fashion? How would they know you're going to take them on a ship for weeks?
I don't know. I think it's just implied. It's like sort of a sibling bond. You just know what the other person is talking about.
You know when someone's going to take you on a boat.
You have this with your siblings. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister.
And so you're taking her on the boat, metaphorically.
Kind of.
Whatever that
when
would
I
be.
am doing something, I'm like, I'm kind of taking her on the boat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I do think it's interesting. I do love your plan.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love your plan.
No, it's a good plan.
But I'm just feeling curious about you.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's really all to report is that I'm saving up for this big ship, exploration.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm working in fashion, and obviously LaCroix, big business,
LaCroix
big in fashion.
I've heard of LaCroix in another setting. Do you have anything to do with the seltzer?
Oh, that's us.
That's you guys?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We started LaCroix seltzer because it wasn't, the fashion wasn't taking off. And we thought, well, let's do something that, people can look at fashion. What's another sense? Taste. And so we thought, let's do.
That is such a cool business strategy to kind of try to get all five senses.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if anyone else is doing that right now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's doing that right now. It's sort of just LaCroix. So right now it's LaCroix fashion. Obviously that's sight. Mm-hmm. And then we have LaCroix beverages, and that's taste. And then hearing we are hiring Pharrell, and he's gonna write theme songs for us for the next year and a half or so. He's on contract, and he'll do that. And what's up?
If Pharrell is writing I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No.
If Pharrell is writing your theme songs, I think you're going to be a billionaire very quickly.
I think
I've noticed
too.
he's very successful.
Great. He's great. And we scouted him. We said, look, you're great. And he said, yeah, I am. Which he is.
Yep. And he should say it. So,
he's
okay, so you have
themes.
hearing, taste, sight.
Touch. We're thinking of doing like fidget spinners, bringing those back. We're thinking of just bringing back fidget spinners.
I didn't know they had left.
Are they still around?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get my hands on one.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's the point.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Because I've been looking for them. That's the main part of that business model is I get to fidget spin. but
okay.
What's the other sense?
Touch. Okay.
Touch. Let's do them all at the same time. Feel. Oh yeah, no,
we did feel, touch,
fidget spin.
Okay, hearing, you hired Pharrell.
Yeah.
For sight, you design the clothes. For taste, you do the seltzer. Smell. People forget about smell.
I think I haven't figured this one out yet. What do you think we should do?
Well, you could do a cologne. That's kind of the safe choice. You could do a candle. You could do smelling salts.
Yeah,
wake people up when they faint.
Yes.
You might need them on the boat, actually.
That's great. That's great. That's what we're doing.
So we figured that out. So
and
we
it's
locked
a good
that in.
model too, because people go. It's a good way to keep it all. Because somebody wakes up, they go, "What the fuck was that?" And then everybody goes, "That's LaCroix smelling salts."
Yeah, that's a great branding opportunity when people wake up from fainting and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and then
to have someone say,
brand right
"That's
in their
LaCroix
face.
smelling salt," and they will never forget it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You get knocked out, but look, we're actually beta testing a lot of different ways
you got your
to
hands
do the
full.
senses. So this one is this hits a sense. Actually, I'm not even kidding. This hits one of the senses.
Thrilled.
And I want to know if we on this podcast can sort of advertise.
Oh,
would that be great? And I will not pay.
Do you know who's doing it though? Like who's behind it?
It's part of LaCroix.
It's
part of LaCroix. It's LaCroix parent company.
You're a family friend of Rooster.
Of course.
We plug it. We don't expect anyone to pay.
Oh, amazing.
Okay. Of course, we all know that the fun that a child can have with Play-Doh is endless. But what about a non-child? How far can the Play-Doh spirit of play really go? Well, it turns out the endless fun of Play-Doh transcends species. Introducing Play-Doh for dogs. If your dog loves to create mold and not eat, then give them a tub of Play-Doh for dogs. They can use their limited imagination to create whatever they want that they would not also like to eat. Like a bone, a bird, a squirrel, or a big juicy steak. But again, make sure your dog is not interested in eating Play-Doh for dogs. If ingested, Play-Doh for dogs is highly toxic to dogs. But that won't ruin our fun, because Play-Doh for dogs is great for owners too. Just make sure to wear your protective gloves, because Play-Doh for dogs may cause irritation or burning on human skin, especially if Play-Doh for dogs has already interacted with agents that can be found in a dog's saliva. agents that could be found in a dog's saliva.
Yeah, we did testing.
Yeah.
We found that was a problem.
That was problematic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you want to give up your already fully fed pup a creative outlet to sculpt, build, and not hump or eat, they can't hump it?
I can't help it either.
Okay.
It's toxic.
Then I think you know what to do. Buy, I'm going to take it?
Sure.
Buy Play-Doh for dogs, as well as Play-Doh for dogs Taste De-Enhancer Spray, which nullifies the unfortunately delicious taste of Play-Doh for dogs for up to 7 whole minutes. For just $13.99, give your dog a reason to question your every action with Play-Doh for dogs. So, you know what?
Yeah.
That touches on a few, because you got the de-enhancer, and that takes away smell.
Yeah.
You have the Play-Doh for dogs, which obviously that is for feeling and not tasting.
Yes.
Not tasting.
Yes,
you do not want them to taste it.
I'm really glad that was clear.
I get it. You know what? I get it.
Yeah.
I've heard worse ideas.
Okay.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard in my
Look,
life.
we're a big
It
idea.
sounds dangerous.
Yeah. No, it has been dangerous. And look, we're a big idea
It's
mill.
been dangerous?
Yeah. And,
Who's gotten hurt?
Just some of the people who work for me.
Oh, no.
At LaCroix.
Okay.
Yeah. But LaCroix, we're a big idea mill. We just sort of generate great ideas.
Yeah.
So that's. Thank you for reading that. I hope that.
Thank you. You know, we always
and-
want to plug businesses of family friends, friends of family friends.
Yeah, of
is a friend
course.
to us. We want to support businesses.
Yeah. No, it's
Every
a good
time.
idea. Yeah.
You know what? I like you. I think you have great ideas.
You know what? I want to put you and Rooster on retainer for our company.
Oh, that'd be great.
Because I think it'd be great. I'm not going to pay, but I think it'd be great. I think it'd be a really good idea. And I think what you guys should be on retainer for is, the ship.
Okay. I was scared you would say that.
Oh,
I
really?
love your company. I love so much of what you're doing.
Thank you.
I don't want to be on the ship too much.
Too much, but that means a lot.
I could go to the ship maybe a day.
Go to the ship and for a day, set sail, and then see what the next few weeks happen.
I don't want to set sail on the day. I would like to be on the ship one day. I leave.
Take a tour, and the tour is of the flat Earth.
No. No, maybe I want to go, like, maybe honestly 6 hours would be a perfect amount of time for me to be on the boat.
6 hours is a great amount of time to get off the boat, get a snack, and come back on the boat and go set sail with me. Come on.
What job would I even do on the ship? I don't think I'm suited for it.
You have a great sense of direction.
I don't.
Yes, you do. You've been staring at me. You've been looking at Lexi for time stuff. You've been going to the camera. You know what's going on.
I get
think
lost.
You could look at a compass and go,
I thought
west.
Emily was going to do the navigation thing.
Emily's out. She doesn't know her color. You know your colors now.
I know, I do. That is true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And
I want to
Rooster.
meet...
And Rooster. Get Rooster on board.
What's Rooster going to do?
He's going to be the guy that goes, everyone get back on the ship. It's time to go.
I don't think he's going to be good at it.
Really?
I think he's not going to, like, want to boss people around.
That's probably, that's probably,
yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Well, I'd love to hang out with you and Rooster at the same time.
Okay,
I'd love to, like, all hang out. What does your February look like?
My February is mostly saving up, mostly designing
trying to
fashion,
get $1 billion.
Trying to get $1 billion. Trying to get to that B. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get right up to that B.
Yeah. What's your February look like? Trying to save $1 billion.
Yeah, trying to get to $1 billion in February.
Me too.
Sort of a New Year's.
Trying to hit the billion in February.
Yeah, good. I think everyone should.
Yeah.
Money's great. And and
sober January.
Billion
February.
And I'll be doing that. But what's your February look like? What are you and Rooster doing in February?
So what I was gonna say, we don't have the date on us right now, but February, me and Rooster are doing our Family Friends show at QED in Astoria.
Great.
And that's super fun. I feel like you would like that. That's me and Rooster. We could hang out before or after. Okay.
I'm in. Easy.
Great.
Easy. I'm in. Easy.
Whoa.
Easy. I'm there.
So intense.
Easy.
Okay. This doesn't mean I'm doing the ship. This doesn't mean I'm doing the ship.
It's a 1-for-1 situation.
Damn.
I go to the show, you go to the ship.
All right. I will go. I'll do the ship then.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
You know what? I'm glad I met you.
One on the ship. You're the first one. You're the first mate. You'll be my first mate for the big exploration.
That's a lot of pressure to be the first mate.
It is.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a lot of pressure on you.
Oh, no.
You have to be the best.
All right. I'm going to try.
Okay.
All right. Okay, guys, this has been Family Friends.
Oh, man.
Give it up through your computer screen for John Candy.
I'd like to plug LaCroix, LA space CROY.
Yes, and don't think it's anything else.
Don't think it's anything else other than LaCroix with a Y,
LaCroix.
seltzers and feelings products.
All 5.
Yeah, all 5.
All 5. Well, this has been awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
Tina.
you so much.
Wow, what a
Thanks,
pleasure.
John. And hopefully next week we'll have Rooster back and tune in for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Family Friends is a podcast created by Rooster Monahan and Tina Vlamis. Produced by Rooster Monahan, Tina Vlamis, and Alexi Leach. Edited by Rooster Monahan. Thanks for listening. See you at the next one.